My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of The Rite. And I didn't know much about this movie. All I knew that it was an exorcism movie. It starred Anthony Hopkins, which it technically doesn't, and it received terrible reviews. So my expectations will rock bottom, and I don't think it's bad. I also don't think it's good either. I'm just very mixed on this movie because it's definitely generic. It's not as effective as it could be, but I do think there's just barely enough here for me to recommend it. So let's begin talking about the cast. And Colin O'Donoghue actually is the main character, and he looked exactly like Jacob Elordi to me to the point where it kind of took me out of the movie, but I thought he did a fine enough job. I wish he brought a bit more weight and personality to this character, but he's serviceable. Anthony Hopkins, though, is the standout. He doesn't phone it in. I think he gives a legitimately good performance and he does everything he needed to. Alice Braga, I thought was decent. I would have liked more of her, though, to be honest. And Toby Jones is really good in the short time he's in this movie. I do think this movie is well shot by Ben Davis. I like some of the scenery. And the music by Alex Heaths is actually quite strong. But my issue is once again that this is a movie that you have seen before. It doesn't provide anything new, and it can feel generic for a large chunk of this movie. And on top of that, it's just not scary. There was no scene that really got to me, and exorcism scenes are so played out by this point, well, I kind of find them boring. Like, it's just been done to death by this point. And I know this movie came out in 2011, but I'm watching it now, so that's what I have to go off of. So, like, generic, not scary are the issues. That said, there is still some substance to this movie about this guy who doesn't believe in God, but he's on this path of becoming an exorcist. And Anthony Hopkins plays his mentor to some capacity. And I do like these two characters together. I do like their conversations. I did find some of those aspects of the movie to be very compelling. Like, what could cause a non-believer to believe? At what point do you just give up on trying to rationalize it through any other means? And enough of that was present to the point where I was still into the movie enough. But I haven't even talked about the best part. And the best part of this movie is that there's one scene where an exorcism is being performed, and Anthony Hopkins answers a phone call in the middle of it. It actually made me laugh. That is the standout moment. So, yes, like, it's an exorcism movie. It's exactly what you expect it to be, but it's still a rather good attempt at it. It is generic, but I do think that the movie is well made enough, it's well acted enough, there's enough substance here, and there's a scene where Anthony Hopkins answers his phone in the middle of an exorcism. So it's enough for me to say that I do recommend this movie, just don't expect anything great. So I'll give The Rite a 5.5 out of 10. Okay, have you seen The Rite? Did you think it was alright? If so, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.